Hey girl, hey, all right, it is the same day slay because I am she and she is me, and wait, we bringing the content today, okay? Now, as I was sitting in my space, girl, God, anybody, everybody, you see the face, I'm laughing, I'm smiling because when I tell you, I am just in love. In love with what, fancy girl? What you talk about? You always like to talk. Yes, girl, I like to talk. I like to chop it up. And you guys like these handbags. You love these what's in my bags and all the things. And being here on YouTube, I like to mesh the two, right? I love a good handbag and I love to run my mouth. All right. So anybody that's watching this video, if you are a talkative girl, if you like all the things and you want to talk to somebody about it, baby, feel free. Leave in the comments, right? Leave in the comments what you have to say, how you feel. But if you saw the title of this video, I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know what it is. But I just love me a good old handbag, girl. Okay. I love me a good handbag. And as I talk to my girlfriends and my purse sisters and the women that just love a handbag like me, I have come to realize, girl, when I tell you, when I say I really can't just put my finger on it, I mean that. I mean that in its entirety, okay? It's just something. It is something about being a woman, being in my own skin. It's summertime, right? Being in my own skin and just having what I need. Leave in the comments if you understand, like if you really understand what I'm saying. Just this, girl, this just a leather old purse. This just a leather old purse. Do you see it? Do you see it? Baby girl. And let me tell you something. Let me be clear with you. I got this from, where did I get this from? I got this from Macquarie, Poshmark, somebody, right? But this is a leather bag. And that's why I say just loving a good old handbag. Now, somebody done loved the stuffing out of this bag. But it still had enough love left in it, right? It had enough something left in it. The lady, the man, the whoever, baby, they posted it. Now, and when I say I got this bag for so close to so close to nothing. I mean that. But girl, let me let you see. Now, to some people, they might be like, girl, fancy. She weathered down, but let me tell you what I did with this bag. Okay, because this was not my bag. This is not my original purse. But I washed this bag. I washed this bag with soap and water. Water and Dawn soap is what I used. I washed the leather. I washed the inside. Now, you know, if you're a girly and you love a good bag, now this interior, I didn't stain this up. I purchased it. Honey, I put my Lysol and my spray and stuff in here so I could take away any smells and anything like that. Anytime I purchase something that's not mine, this is what I do. But why am I making this video? Why am I talking about this? Because, girl, this is just a good old leather bag. And when I say, like, do you see me standing up in this video? You see this? Do you see this? Nothing extra special, but she leather, right? So I can have her on a crook of my arm like this. I'm sitting down. I could just throw her down. I can fill her up full of all of the things. Look at this, squishy. And, you know, at some point in time, this might have cost the person that bought it. It might have cost them some dollars. It didn't cost me no dollar. Well, it cost me dollars. Let me be true. Let me be truthful. But it didn't cost me a lot. It didn't cost me a lot because you can tell, like I can tell, this girl has been well loved. But I'm going to finish her off, okay? I'm going to keep on loving on this bag, using this bag, and not caring in the least bit of how I'm using it. And when the strap breaks and whatever happens with her, I'm just going to let her go to the trash. And I'm going to be honest with you. I might not let her go to the trash. I might cut this up. Cut the leather up and try to repurpose that. Because it's leather. And like I said, I washed it with, I didn't use my saddle soap. I didn't use leather CPR. I haven't used any of that. Now, I was thinking that maybe I want to do that. Maybe I want to put the saddle soap on here and I want to clean it some more. And maybe I will. But if you're still here, girl, and you're watching me talk about this bag, it's just the fact of having my bag, right? How primitive. Like having my bag and just putting all of my things, whatever they are, inside of this bag. I said in one of these videos, I'm reading this book. I'm reading this book, guys. I've lost my way, right? Now, you know when you have a good read and you have just like I have this bag, and you literally just have all of your things. Charms, no charms, plushies, no plushies, scrunchies, hair clips, whatever the things may be for you, and you just have your bag and you are going and you're doing whatever it is that you want to do. I'm so here for that feeling of not worrying about what nobody has, how they have it, just being free to carry whatever I want to carry and whatever I want to carry it in. And that's why I say, like, I can't really put my finger on it, but when I tell you guys that I am in love with just my bags and just being who I am and carrying whatever I want to carry. Because for me, now leave in the comments again if you are still here, do you remember the time when you were younger? Like before we was just grown, before we was mommies, and before we were wives, and before we had all the things, when you was just a young lady and you was going to school, going to college, going to middle school, going to elementary school, whatever, in high school. Do you remember the time? Because I do. I remember the time when I was so young, but my mom had handbags. I had handbags. She showed me, you know, carry your things. I remember the time, girls, when I was walking around my house and I literally would just be going in drawers and I would be putting pieces of paper, pens, and bubble gum and just all the things inside of my bag, because I knew that I needed my I knew I needed my purse now. I knew that. But I just was collecting my stuff, my little stuff that I felt as though I wanted to have, whether I was going to church, whether I was going to a friend's house, whether I was going with my mother somewhere. And why I'm saying this and why I made this video, because it's 2025 And for me, right now, in this season of my life, I so want to get back to that. And I am. I want to be transparent with anybody and everybody. I have gotten back to really loving whatever way I put my bag together. Whether it's color coordinated, whether it's stuff full of I don't know what. But that just, I'm woman and hear me raw. Okay? I am woman and hear me raw with my bag, with my things. Now, I have, if you've seen my videos, you know I have Nintendo DS, right? All my little games and all my little things. Because if I'm bored, if I'm at work, if I'm sitting watching something with somebody and they got some little kids or whatever the situation is, and maybe somebody's talking about something and I don't want to talk about that, or they talking to somebody and they're not talking to me, and I got some free time or some downtime, then I'm playing my Nintendo DS and I'm good and grown and I'm making a video about it. And guys, I'll say this because my girlfriend, she sent me a clip of a lady, and this lady was on TikTok, and she's talking about just getting back to toys and playing and all the things. And let me tell you something. Leave in the comments, as a kid and as an adult, do you have a collection that's not a bag, that's not handbags, that you don't want to talk about, that you don't want to tell nobody about? Do you have baby dolls? Girl, do you have video games? Do you have the things? Because let me tell you something. When my girlfriend sent me this, her and I both, she sent it to me. I didn't know nothing about it. We resonated with, well, I resonated with some of the things that the lady is saying. And that just is, I'm loving the skin that I'm in. I know how old I am. I know who I am. But I also know that I have a dedicated space to all of my pinkness. And in all of my pinkness, I don't only just have bags. I love some of the cutesy things. And we have some women here in this community. They love some of the cutesy things, right? And I just want to come on here and say, it's nothing wrong with it. You bought it. It's your money. Like, it's your money. You can do what you want to do. And in that, I feel like that's part of why and how I really love handbags. You have people that have whole spaces. You know, when somebody is a millionaire, right? And they got all kind of money. They got all kind of obscene money. People never really talk about when you see how they have all of these extravagant collections. They have extravagant collections because they have all of this money. Like when you think about men, and men that like to ride bikes and things like that, and men that like cars and they collect cars, what's the difference? There is no difference, guys. There is literally no difference. And I say, listen, embrace it all. Embrace it all. If you love a good handbag and you like putting all the things, all of the kitschy, trinket, itsy bitsy, tiny, huge, whatever could fit in your bag, baby, you get one good life, okay? So live it up. And like I said in the intro, I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but I love, love, love a good leather handbag that stands the test of time. I am falling in love with quality over quantity. Bags that are going to last me a good length of time. Okay, so if you was here for any portion of this video, as I just went down memory lane in my own head and in my own mind, girl, give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you was not here for it, girl, hit that like button. Baby, it's right over there in the corner. Hit that like button so that we can continue to do what? Glow and grow. Girl, messing it up. Glow and grow out here in these streets. Okay, so until the next time, bye for now.